So we reviewed the Daredevil trailer, and you guys were kind of just the only thing it was selling for it was a Netflix, if that's correct.
For me personally, yeah, the fact that it's Daredevil or a comic book or Marvel is not too much for me.
Right. Well, I'm 2 episodes in, and it's definitely a comic book show. It's
How
not.
do you mean by that? Like,
They still have to establish like how he got his abilities and stuff like that, and like you have to like accept things as occurring. Like he's blind, but now he can sense the whole world, like heightened sense of smell and hearing.
I mean, Amazing Grace isn't a new song. People who were blind but now they see, isn't it?
Right. So what they, I will say that this is the darkest of the Disney controlled Marvel IPs. And saying like, cause this links into the, Avengers universe.
What would you say is the darkest besides Daredevil? That being said,
Is there a dark one at all?
That's what I guess that's what I'm kind of getting
The
to.
opening scene to Guardians of the Galaxy.
okay. So saying that it's the darkest is not a whole lot, but what would you compare it to
Batman.
in terms of being adult? Like Chris Nolan's Batman.
Yes, and it's actually has more blood and it has like torture. It's actually very like similar tone to the second Batman.
Really?
Yeah. It still has TV elements, so it's not like perfectly directed like the second Batman was, but it is that dark of a tone to because they're in Hell's Kitchen post Avengers apocalypse, and everyone's trying to restructure because the city was torn apart by the alien invasion.
So the first Avengers movie has occurred.
Right.
Wow.
And he and his friend, who is the tall friend from Idle Hands, of the two friends that died, there was
Seth Green,
and the other one, the tall one.
Not Seth Green.
Not Seth Green, the other one.
The other one.
Yeah, he's the friend lawyer, and he's doing a pretty good job acting. Actually, was when I first saw him, like, like I don't know if this is gonna work out, but yeah, like so far for the first 2 episodes, they've set up his backstory, how he got his abilities, and from the very first 3 minutes that his father has passed, and then you get the idea that he's becoming a vigilante because of what happened to his father. And the first 2 episodes are a flashback to his father, and they really make you actually fall in love with the father, so you can actually. Because sometimes it's like, oh, my dad was just awesome, and that's why I'm getting my revenge. Like, they actually make you fall in love with the character, and it's really good. Some things I don't like, I hate, like every time he gets a flashback is when he's knocked out. I don't know why. It always gets me. It's like, why is this when he's getting his flashbacks? They have a long scene of people pretending to be drunk, which never works for me.
That's pretty obnoxious when they aren't actual substance abusers.
Right. So they're like the first episode I'd say was trying to like get a lot of things established like most pilots are, but the second one, if that's the tone and pace that they're going to have, it's going to be pretty excellent. Like I'm watching what's the TV series Agents of Shield. I would say it's even better than Agents of Shield, and that's already gotten 2 spinoffs. So.
Which there's Agent Carter. What else was spun off of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
There's a new one that they haven't said who's going to get carried over yet, but they said there's going to be another spinoff of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, yeah, I would say this is going to be good, and I'm looking forward to the Cage and the Shaolin or the Iron Fist. Like I can't wait for those to come out so I can see them become interrelated, because those characters all work out of Hell's Kitchen.
In which formats are those characters going to come out on?
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be the Netflix trilogy there. And I'm also interested to see if they ever put these characters into because they are talking about what's happening in the Avengers world. So I'm wondering if these characters will ever actually appear in the series. It's another thing that's interesting is how do you deal with like someone being surprised someone has superpowers when the world has now established that there are people with superpowers. And it's interesting how...
Well, I mean, the world has established that there are millionaires, but if I walk in one day and say, hey, guys, I'm a billionaire, you'll be surprised.
Right. They really work off him being blind as the surprise if that makes sense. Like they don't really go, like they're not surprised he can do all these things as much as they are surprised that he's blind and doing all these things.
Now, do you think part of that's just character establishment for non-comic book fans who are getting into the Marvel universe, who have no clue Daredevil's blind?
Yeah, I would assume that's part of it. But yeah, I would recommend, I don't know. I can't really tell you guys to watch it because like I don't know where you are on comic books.
Well, I haven't seen the Daredevil movie. So on that note,
better than Daredevil.
How does it? Well, okay, except for the quality of the production, how does it compare to the Daredevil movie?
All right, so in the Daredevil movie, he's an established, successful lawyer, and
not so here.
Not so much here. This is like the first person that they deal with is the first case they've ever had. Like she asked, "How long have you been a lawyer?" And he asked, "What time is it?" He's like, "What time is it?" And he's like, "Oh, it's about 7 hours." And so like,
so is this like he left the bar exam and went to a
well, no,
courtroom?
they make that joke. The friend's like, "Well, no, he's passed the bar exam a long time ago." He's like, "I'm counting it from when we got our desks." And he's like, "Yeah, so about 7 hours." So she's like, so they're just starting out. And another thing is so in the movie they showed him having sonar vision, so where he actually did see everything. They replaced what we see with just like sound reflection, and they haven't done that in this. They haven't like shown Daredevil vision. They've kind of shied away from that. It's
probably for the best.
Yeah, I agree.
I've seen enough of that personally.
Yeah, they'll have him listening to heart rates, see if people are lying, or like evaluate if they're going to die or not based on like internal injuries and stuff like that.
And do they demonstrate that he's listening by like close up, slow zoom on his ear?
No, he just pauses and he'll pause and then they'll raise the volume of the heartbeat and he'll be like, he's still, or like he's lying or he's not lying.
They don't do it Sherlock style?
No,
that's too bad.
The fight sequences so far are, I would say, better than your average TV fight sequences. I know those aren't too important to you guys, but if you are into, they have a long, very similar to Old Boy fight sequence in the second one where he's in a hallway and.
Okay, but I would have to assume that a lot of that is due to the fact that you're watching the pilot, right?
Well, this was in the second episode.
Okay,
yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, like they might slow down on the fight sequences. I don't know.
I would count on it. You'll see it at the start of seasons and at the end of seasons.
Yeah,
primarily.
But yeah, like that. It's an excellent. Like, I mean, he's already beat and tattered, and like he's going to go save a boy, and he just shows up in a hallway, and it's just long choreographed fight of like, and it's pretty excellent actually.
Is it? It sounds like it has the potential to be really unbearable.
No, it was good. It was not. It was tastefully done, I guess is the way to put it. Like you two guys might not like it, but the people like me who like action would enjoy it.
So if you like this kind of thing, you will like this thing.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. It is better. Like it's better than any other. It's better than the Avenger or the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I really like that. So it's the best comic book TV adaptation that's out right now.
What? Better than Flash
and Walking Dead.
Okay, well, The Walking Dead is not that great. It's no Flash as far as that goes.
The Flash is terrible, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I've only seen one episode, or maybe half an episode. I don't think I got through the whole thing. Actually, I know I did.
Yeah, and then the Green.
What other TV comic book adaptations are out there right now?
Green Arrow.
Well, if you want to go into cartoons, there's a whole lot.
Oh, let's stick with live action.
There's
for right now.
Okay. The Arkham, Gotham,
Teen Batman.
Yeah, there's. I mean, he's just a little boy.
Preteen.
Yeah, preteen.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's like it's
even weirder.
It starts right when his parents got shot.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound appealing.
There's a Flash.
A lot of the main characters in Gotham are even children, like 6, 9.
So there's like some 8-year-old girl slinking around in a cat suit?
Yes, there actually is.
Yep. She's probably 12, 13. Yeah. Well, the actress is probably 25.
Yeah.
But the character is very young. Yeah. And then you have Poison Ivy, who's like 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about her. Yeah. And then there's Green Arrow, which I think is excellent.
What's that based on?
The Green Arrow.
Which
that's the one from the Avengers, right?
Is it Marvel or DC?
This DC. The Green Arrow
is the guy with the Jason Bourne guy on the Avengers.
Yeah, like
No,
like
that's Hawkeye.
yeah,
Yeah, I was
no,
kidding.
but no, I'm
Yeah.
saying yeah, like Hawkeye. Everyone knows Green Arrow, and then like Hawkeye was not
Wait, everyone knows Green Arrow. And what's a Green Arrow from again?
okay.
I'm serious. The Green Arrow.
He's
You know him from what? Comic books?
yeah, comic book series. He's part of the Justice League.
Oh,
Okay,
Justice
there you
League.
go.
Got it. Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Justice League.
you got to tie it to something I've
Oh,
heard of.
okay.
That's what I meant when I.
He of the between him and Hawkeye, he's the more popular of the two.
Of the two most unpopular superhero ensemble characters.
No, I
wait,
said-
so both teams had a dude with a bow and arrow?
Right. And Hawkeye was in purple gear, and Green Arrow was obviously in green gear. But I think Green Arrow is really good. It's
And what
it
network
is very
carries that?
CW, but
It's CW?
It's more reasonable than most of their stuff. And then The Flash is a spinoff, and yeah. But I would say this is better than all those easily. Like it's better acting.
Even from the first 2 episodes, you're sold.
It's a distinct increase in quality.
Now, being on Netflix, they put out the whole season at once, right?
Right.
How many episodes are there?
13.
Okay.
Is it a binge or a slow burn? You
It
gonna
was.
watch an
It
episode
would
a
have
week?
been a binge for me had my wife wanted to watch more episodes.
Okay.
Mm.
I was just ready to.
So she saw enough. She's like,
No, she got tired.
Oh, okay. So it's sleepy.
Yeah, she was
All right.
falling asleep. The Rosario Dawson's in it. She's really good so far. Like, I didn't know how that was going to work out. My wife does not like her at all. So, and she says she likes her in this. So, if that's an indication,
I feel like in my mind she's a bigger star than she is.
right?
Even
I mean, she
though-
was in Kids, so yeah, she's
Yeah.
a pretty big deal.
And then some Kevin Smith movies, which I like those.
No, I'm going to complete the series as soon as it's one of those ones where I'll watch it without my wife if she just can't get on board.
Ah.
But it's pretty good. They haven't introduced Kingpin yet, who is Gump from Full Metal Jacket or Pyle.
Oh. For some reason I thought that guy died in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yeah, yeah, he shot himself. So, no, he's going to be Kingpin, but they haven't introduced him yet. What they've really concentrated on is establishing all the other bad guys, like the main mob bosses of the area.
Are there any bad guys in the Daredevil universe that you feel like the broader public outside of the comic book realm would would have heard of? That was too many words for a question,
I
but
feel like not really. Like Kingpin's probably the one everyone knows. Big, bald, white-haired guy. Or,
Yeah,
not white hair. Big, bald, wears a white suit type dude.
yeah, I think he was in the Maximum Carnage Sega Genesis game.
Yeah, there you go.
That's almost my complete comic book knowledge.
Yeah, but no, the guy actually. It's funny. The guy, like, I think looks better with glasses on. So like they almost like they cast him with sunglasses on. Like, not so much. But oh wow, you can pull that off. But I don't know. Like I like it. I would recommend watching it if you're at all into the Avengers, and it will give you some more detail. Like if it's going to be like the other series, they will drop information that you can only find on that series.
Yeah, I heard a recent complaint from somebody though that it's getting annoying with them because you have to know what episode to watch or what order to watch the episodes of all the various properties in. Like it almost seems like I heard a complaint that with one of the series like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Agent Carter or something that you have to watch the first 4 episodes of that, then go see Avengers, watch the next episode, go see Captain America 2.
So you need basically like a primer flow chart to like know the order in which things occur.
Probably
Yeah.
something like that. Or that Marvel should issue viewing guidance with all of these simultaneous releases.
well, if that were the case, somebody would have done it. It has to be out there.
Oh, sure. I haven't looked for it. I outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I haven't really gotten into them.
It's interesting because that's how comic books were. Like if you could read any one series and that is a full story, but then you could link in other things, like read other comic books to get more of this of an idea. So like they're kind of just being traditionalists. Like, yeah, you can watch this and not know what's going on, or you can watch all of it and know everything that's going on. Up to you, however you want to do this. So
That actually, for some reason, that statement reminds me of another thing I heard someone say, I think it was on PBS Idea Channel, where he compared comic book writers to dungeon masters in tabletop RPGs.
Oh, I can definitely see that similarity. Yeah.
Where they're like, well, okay, this is our story, but then they fall in love.
Yeah. No, I can definitely see that. No, I would highly recommend this. It's very, very good. I would like for you guys to give the first 2 episodes a try.
I'm actually currently in the hunt for a new series to watch. So I started Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
And it's very sitcom-y, and I don't know. My wife wants to continue on with it. She wants to try another episode. We made it through the first 2 or 3.
Okay.
And I'm not really feeling it. I'm thinking Mad Men next, and
That's a commitment, though.
yeah, that is. But that series is about to close out, and it's really being hailed as a great series.
It is.
And the concept is fascinating to me.
The season 1 finale has one of the best monologues you'll ever see.
I can
Just saying
do
that
some
makes me want to
monologue.
watch it.
Yeah.
But no, like I would definitely say get past at least the first episode, because the first episode is a little clanky, but the second one hits its stride pretty good.
So for people on the hunt for a series right now, of the series you have watched, would you recommend this next in the list, or would you put others over it?
As far as in general,
Well, for me right now, like I said, I'm in the hunt for a series. Should I start Mad Men, or should I give Daredevil a shot?
I would.
This is assuming that you've already seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Right.
assuming. And True Detective.
And True Detective.
Okay.
I put True Detective, Breaking Bad over there. I would actually put it because it's only 13 episodes long, so you can get it done.
And these are half-hour episodes?
They're not an hour. I think they're like 45 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
I do like that thing about the Netflix releases. Is they don't have to fit them into 22 or 44 minutes.
Yeah.
They can have them go plus or minus 15%. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think they're over an hour, but I do remember them switching. Like 2 of them were 2 different. Like the first 2 were 2 different lengths. Not a great bit, but otherwise shows are exactly this many minutes long.
Yeah, I mean they got to fit them in a broadcasting package, commercial breaks and stuff. Does it? No, that's a dumb question. Forget that question. So when you compare it to The Dark Knight, are you saying visually similar as well? Are we looking at a dark gray, washed out city? Are we looking at a colorful, vibrant city?
No, it's the city. They depend a lot on like lighting. Like there'll be like a red cast on the room, or a yellow cast on a room. But yeah, no, I still say even it's weird because I'm trying to picture when Bruce Wayne was in a Hell's Kitchen type area. Because
all of Tim Burton's Batman.
Yeah, but I can't think of a scenario where. But yeah, I would say it's very visually similar. Like if they took inspiration from a comic book movie right now, it would have to be Batman. There's no other thing even relatively close to it. I'm not saying it's not like a dead on, but it's the closest relation. And his character, he does a little bit of the I'm Batman type. Like he doesn't.
Does he really? He has his own hero mode voice.
It's not that he deepens it, but he changed the tone in which he speaks, which is kind of talk about how.
Am I gonna sigh when I hear it for the first time?
No, you'll be fine. It's
All
it would be like if you just fought 20 dudes and you were still pumped with angry adrenaline, and someone asked you a question. You wouldn't be like, "Oh, hey guys!" Like,
Yeah, I would be like, "And I got to fight.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking scared right now."
Yeah, so he has a serious mood and a not serious mood, and they kind of go in that.
And how well does the series transition between hero moments and dude moments? You know, how does it balance between the hero and his identity?
They're still kind of working on that. Actually, it seems like they don't ever show him suiting up or anything like that. It's just like, here's a scene where he's a lawyer, and then here's a scene when he's going to fight evil. Like they don't show any transition really.
Do you anticipate a character drama outside of the hero world within his? What's Daredevil's name?
Murdoch.
So in Murdoch world, do you anticipate, other than perhaps a love interest who can be placed in peril by the bad guy, do you see a story developing out there, or does it focus all about the hero Daredevil?
It's definitely going to be, since he's a lawyer, they're going to do the whole. He found a case that leads. No,
Leads.
they found a lawyer that's going to take. Where like he's going to find cases that are going to suit his investigations into the crime world. So it's not like it's going to be a coincidence. Like, oh, I found this person, and they happen. Like
So is he a prosecutor? A prosecutor?
defender. He's defender.
Oh, he's okay.
So he and like.
Is he a high dollar defense attorney?
No,
or-
he's just starting out, and he insists on only defending the innocent. Like he will not get a guilty person off, and he knows that they're guilty by just talking to them.
Is he the best lawyer ever and going to win all his cases?
He hasn't even done a case yet. Like the first one gets thrown out.
Oh,
If you watch it, it'll
I
make
mean,
sense.
basically, does it get thrown out on a technicality that he uncovered?
No, she was, yeah, I can't.
Got it. Spoilers.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll. I would hope you two would give it the first 2 episodes a try and tell me how far off I am on this whole thing.
I'll give it a shot.
All right, cool. Yay. Got one in.